As you start teaching now the lessons, you will notice that we have a section that's called review lessons. And you may be wondering, what are the review lessons? What is it that we will review? So as you look at the table of contents, under the foundations, we have review lesson. And in this lesson, we are reviewing what are vowels, what are consonants, what are blends, what are digraphs, and what is the concept of a syllable. What is a syllable? And we transition actually from the oral language and understanding what syllables are, where you clap syllables, to understanding later what are syllables when you apply the syllable types in order to read words. So how do you access now this information? When you'll go to your teacher manual, and this is your teacher manual. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling. Under foundations, you see the review lessons. When I'll click on the review lessons, I will get to that lesson. I would like to tell you now why it's important that you do teach this lesson, that you do not teach it and you skip it. Initially, when we started our work with our students and with our teachers, we did not have this lesson. But then we noticed that when the students were working with the teachers and the instructors, their educators, their interventionists in syllabification processes and practices, and the teachers or the educators said to them, the interventionists said to them, you remember not to break digraphs. Digraphs are never broken apart. Students didn't really understand what a digraph was. And we noticed that this affected not only the instructional delivery, the teacher's fidelity of implementation and time to complete the lesson, but also this created more confusions to the students because they were trying to build foundational skills in order to complete a task that was demanding for them. So we decided to add these review lessons. And you may also know from your own practice working with students that these are concepts that they may have heard of, but they are not, they may be familiar with, but they don't really know what they are. So we think that this is an excellent opportunity to level the field for everyone, to start fresh with everyone having the same knowledge and the same understanding of what's a vowel, what's a consonant, what's a blend, what's a syllable. And again, for the students that we worked with, some of them didn't know that Y is a vowel and that can function as a vowel as well, not only as a consonant. So this is why we think that this is an important lesson, and we encourage you not to skip it to go to the next set of lessons, but to really go through this. So of course, we will have the materials. So of course, we provide information about the agenda. As you proceed now, I will walk you through the lesson and then I will model the section so that you will see the pace that I follow as I teach this. So initially, you will have an introduction to the task like we do for every lesson. The introduction to this task stays constant. It's the same language that you will use across all of the lessons. Variations that come later, they are when we are entering prefixes, suffixes, and roots. Then you're stating the lesson objective. And then you have the quick review of what's a vowel, what's a consonant, what is a blend, what is a digraph. After that, there is application of syllabification. So how do we break words into syllables? And the students practice with the teacher. And then finally, we have reading for fluency. That's when you may apply the reading that you have to teach the students the process of choral reading and after partner reading or silent reading, depending on the structures that you will use in your schools. So I will move all the way up. Before I will go into the teaching of the lesson, I would like to notice, to point out to you that here we say record on the board or in a mini board. So you have the choice of writing in a mini board like this one, the vowels, the consonants, and review it as you go with the students. But again, be considerate of the time, how much time this will take to you. Or we have provided you with all this information so you can easily access it. And where will you find it? If I go at the very beginning again, and I click on links, it will take me to this page. In this page now, I can select the blends poster. And that will take me to the folder where I will have this. So you can print it, or you can have it open, or you can have it even made it as a poster in the back of your small group where you're working with your students for easy access. In my case, I have it open in a separate document, so I will just open the separate document for me to show this to you. Okay, so let me go back to my lesson. And now as I go through, I will model for you how exactly to teach this lesson. So we will work to read and spell multisyllabic words. These are often called big words. Multisyllabic words, as the term implies, have many syllables. A syllable is a unit of pronunciation that has a vowel. If I speak like a robot, I can break words into syllables. For example, if in the word capital, I say capital, I have 3 syllables. In the word capability, I have capability, 5 syllables. A syllable needs a vowel. Now, before we complete this work, we will review some information that will guide our reading and spelling of words with many multiple syllables. So let's review the vowels and the consonants. What are the vowels? What are the vowels? Yes, I have A as in apple, E as electric, I as in ink, O as in octopus, U as in umbrella, Y as in gem. Sometimes Y can also be a vowel, so we need to remember this. Okay, now, what are the consonants? Let's review the consonants. So I have B as in bat, C as in cat, D as in dog, F as in fish, G as in goat, H as in house, J as in jug, K as in kangaroo, L as in lake, M as in moon, N as in necklace, P as in paper, Q as in quack. I need to remember when I spell it that I need the U next to it. R as in room, S as in stop, T as in tiger, V as in violin, W as in water, X as in X-ray, Z as in zoo. So these are the consonants. So I know the vowels, and the rest of them in the alphabet are my consonants. Very good. Now, I would like you to look into the poster that I have, and I want you to review this very quickly with me. We're going to say it in one voice. This is called choral. We're going to review this chorally, right? We're going to do a choral read. So ready? Let's do it together. Begin. A as in apple, E as in electric, I as in ink, O as in octopus, U as in umbrella, Y as in gem. Very good. And let's quickly now review, since we finished with the vowels, let's also review the consonants. Let's do this. Begin. B as in bat, C as in cat, D as in dog, F as in fish, G as in goat, H as in house, J as in jug, K as in kangaroo, L as in lake, M as in moon, N as in necklace, P as in paper, Q as in quack, R as in room, S as in stop, T as in tiger, V as in violin, W as in water, X as in X-ray, Z as in zoo. Very well. Remember, a vowel is very important when I work with syllables because a syllable needs a vowel. Very good. Now we also have consonant blends in English. What is a blend? A blend is 2 consonants that appear together. They will be together at the beginning of a word or at the end of a word, and each one of them will keep its sound. You know you have a blend because you can hear each consonant sound when you sound out. For example, in the word blend, I have a beginning blend and I have an ending blend. B-l-end. Blend. You see? Now, let's review our blends. So here are the blends. I have the S blends, L blends, R blends, and I have also triple R blends. So what are the S blends? So, as in slate, sk, as in skate, but also ask. So you see, it can be both at the beginning and at the end of a word. Sp, as in spit, and lisp. So it can also be beginning and end of a word. Sn, as in snail. Then I have the L blends. Bl, as in black. Do you see even my lips change position as I say the different sounds? Cl, as in clay. Fl, as in flock. And flip. Pl, as in please. And then I have the R blends. Brr, as in bring. Cur, as in cross. Dr, as in drum. You see, I say dr, dr, but it is dr, drum. I don't say it like that, but I can see it in my mind as I will go to spell it. So it's drum. Fur, as in freezer. Grr, as in grow. And then I have triple R blends. So I will have two consonants and the R. So I have str, as in strike. Spur, as in spring. Skr, as in scratch. So let's review them together. Ready? One voice. We will do it all together. Ready? Let's begin. So, as in slate. Sk, as in skate and ask. Sp, as in spit and lisp. Sn, as in snail. L blends. B, as in black. Cl, as in clay. F, as in flock and flip. As in please. R blends. B, as in bring. As in cross. Dr, as in drum. F, as in freezer. Gr, as in grow. Triple R blends. Stir, as in strike. Spur, as in spring. Skr, as in scratch. Very well. And now we are going to move. Oh, it is important to remember the blends. Usually we do not break in between blends to read and spell words, but this is why we always recheck, because sometimes we may need to do this. We need to be flexible. So we also have digraphs in English. What are the digraphs now? These are two consonants that work together to make one sound. So let me review my digraphs. SH says sh, as in show. CH says ch, as in chair. TH says as in theater. It also says when I say it in words. PH says as in phone. And I know when I see PH that the word derives from Greek. This is a Greek word. A word that has the PH has a Greek origin. And WH says as in whale. Okay, let me review them now with you. We'll read them chorally. Ready? Begin. Sh. SH says sh, as in show. CH says ch, as in chair. TH says as in theater. And as in they. PH says as in phone. WH says as in whale. Very well done. Remember, when we work on syllables and we're breaking words in parts to read or spell, digraphs are never broken apart. PH, SH, TH, WH, they are never broken apart. In other words, we never break between SH, CH, PH, TH, WH. These always stay together. Okay, now it is important you recognize syllables in spoken words. This will help you when you work on reading word parts and when spelling words. We will practice breaking words and identifying syllables. You will not yet know what syllable type we have, but we need to be fluent in syllable breaking. So watch me. The word I have is matter. 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 2 syllables. Your turn. Get your mouse, get your fingers ready. Ready? Go. Matter. 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 Very nice. Now let's do some other words. Ready? Begin. Paper. Paper. 2 syllables. Your turn. Paper. Paper. Corner. Corner. 2 syllables. Candle. 2 syllables. Bookmark. 2 syllables. Astronaut, 3 syllables. I can speak like a robot. Paperclip, 3 syllables. Momentum, 3 syllables. Potentially, 4 syllables. Traditional, 4 syllables. Now, you did very well breaking words after me. Let's now break some new words. You will do this time on your own, right? You will do it and I will say the word and I want to see you. Get your mouse, get your fingers ready. The words are control. Begin. Control, 2 syllables. Maybe, maybe. So I will stop now. I will get out of that role. You will continue. And again, you are supporting the students to break the words like a robot, because I can promise you this is something that they will remember and that's something that they can apply on their own. After that, the teacher will say, you may now take a few minutes to think of your first name and your last name. I want you to say your first name and then break it in syllables. You may then practice with your last name. I will go first. Okay, here's my turn. My first name is Zoe. So, Zoe. I have 1 syllable. My name is 1 syllable. Zoe. But I have a second first name, and that is Apostolia. So let me break my name in syllables. Apostolia. So I have 5 syllables in my name. And I will also tell you now my last name. My last name is Philippakis. So I will break it in syllables using my robot voice. Philippakis. I have 4 syllables. So my name is Apostolia Zoe Philippakos. 10 syllables. My name is 10 syllables. You try it. Very well done. It is important to know how to break words in syllables. If you know that, you know the types of syllables, you can sound out each part, you can correctly spell a word. We will practice more as we learn more about syllables and how to read big words. Okay? Very good. Now let's continue with the reading of our book. And then after that, the teacher and the students will work on the book. And you can see that in the structure, we are introducing the process of choral reading. So the teacher and the students are working with chorally reading the book. At this point, you're not introducing to the students how specifically to break words in syllables, but you are reading with them, as this is going to be the practice that they will be doing every day when they are working with the reading and the spelling of the lessons that they follow. So that is the reason we will include the review lesson. I hope that you enjoyed this part and you will continue with the next set of lessons now.